Cole apologizing to Kendrick Lamar?
You know, Patrick, I'm gonna be 100% transparent. I know Cole. Cole's a nice guy. You know, he went to college. You know, didn't graduate, but he went to college. You know, he's smart. He's intelligent. He know he don't want that. It's how the kid. It's the same thing like Dwayne the Rock Johnson coming at you. He yelling at your mama. He gonna make a belt with your mama name on it and whip you with it and be like, man, she shouldn't have had you. He gonna get real disrespectful. Cole don't want that.
Hey,
My God, man.
Okay. What
You
I'll
know,
say to that, what I'll
okay.
say to that, because he is a smart guy. Because since he is a smart guy, I think he's also smart enough to know if you do this, you know what they're gonna say, right? That you were scared of it. So to me, I listened to it and I listened to what he said. Honestly, I'm okay with it because at the end of the day, if you don't want to be in the beef, don't force yourself on it. You know what I'm saying? Because then that would have just been whack anyway. You would have been taking shots at your brother. You know what I'm saying? If that's not what you want to do, then don't do that. Like just because your boy wants to start a rap beef with you doesn't mean you have to do it with him. You could just be like, nah, bro, I ain't, you got it. You got it. I tried it.
Oh no,
you know what I'm saying?
Time out.
It's
Time
not
out.
even the beef.
Time
Not
out.
even. Oh, it's for Drake.
Time out. I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna back up real quick. Kendrick made a comment in his songs initiating this beef, correct?
I believe so, yes.
J. Cole decided.
He did decide to respond.
Hold on. J. Cole decided to rap for 7 minutes. Or
no, it wasn't 7 minutes. It was only 3. Yeah, it confused me too. I was listening to it in the gym.
I was like, how you gonna name
like,
the shit 7 minutes, nigga, and give us 3 minutes, nigga?
Drill. He said it's a drill, not the 7-minute drill.
But he gonna drop a song named 7-Minute Drill and then go out in front of everybody and his fans and go, that didn't sit right with my soul. It messed with my sleep, man. First of all, you hippie, I'm gonna tell you this. You decided to make a song and then drop it. That's not how that you don't go, oh man, I didn't really want to be in this beat.
I thought he was gonna delete that. When he said that, I was just like, okay, so that means I probably can't listen to this tomorrow. I wake up this morning, still
and
up.
name it might delete later. So you can't sit there and that's like when people because
I'm okay with the album being named that.
This made me think of something that I saw earlier. A parent had whipped their child and was like, you gonna be out here smoking drugs and doing all this stuff and whip his kids, right? Which is a good thing as a parent. But why you post it? Now you're not a good parent now. Now why you gotta expose why you gotta do that?
You gotta
up. So at this moment, I'm thinking about J. Cole where I'm like, bro, you could have just made this song to get your feelings out and let it be it. You ain't had to post it.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm giving him the grace of saying maybe he didn't feel that way prior to it.
I'm giving him no grace.
Brother, he brought the whole
time. I will. I'll give him the grace. Because it goes back to the age of Reese. I can't tell him how he feels.
Let the dogs out.
I think, he felt some type of way differently.
Kendrick Lamar dissed you on a feature. You dedicated a whole song to this man, and then you didn't even
hold on.
That don't matter. Like the song is a song.
Doing this shit before on songs, you know what I'm saying? But let me say this though. The reason why I asked y'all because I wanted to hear y'all opinion. Me and JB was talking about it and shit too. You know what I'm saying? Charleston White came out and basically was like, it takes a lot of courage. A lot of people have been saying it takes a lot of courage to come out and say this and say that. I'm gonna read what Styles P said, and I want it articulated my thoughts the best way. The MC with the competitive nature of me is upset at the young man, while the mental wellness, take care of your spirit part of me is very proud of him.
That's
he
what
just
I care
confused
more about.
the shit out of my frequency, and I'm always with the take care of your spirit, you know what I'm saying, first, a mindset. And so with that, I'm with that too. But what I'm gonna say about it is why are we saying that competitiveness is not taking care of your mental? Because all we're doing is sparring with our words. All we're doing is sparring as basketball, as friends playing against each other. and challenging each other. Hey, nigga, you can't get this next bucket. Fuck out of here, nigga. Me and Najee played one-on-one, and yes, we were a little physical. It wasn't crazy physical at all on the level of Forsyth at all. And definitely was taking it easy on me because that was my first time playing after my injuries and shit. So, of course, all of that is cognitive, but we still were playing rough. Najee steps on my ankle and says to me, hey, nigga, this where the pussies is made or the real niggas is made. What you gonna be, nigga? You either a pussy or a real nigga. And I know what it's just competitiveness. And I told him, hey, nigga, I'm a pussy today. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, now if I would have went back out there and played against him and then been like, nah, bro, I shouldn't have never came back out here, bro. I should have just been a pussy. I should have never. That's diff. But no, it's just, bro, you either bow when you want to say I'm bowing, or you compete when you can compete, and you compete at that level. But y'all don't have to get to arguing. Y'all don't have to get to fighting. Y'all don't have to get to shooting. Y'all don't have to get physical. It's just wordplay. I personally think you're lame if you do get to fighting off of wordplay. If you do get to fighting off of basketball sparring and all of that.
I think he succumbed to the peer pressure because if you listen to the very beginning of his speech, he talked about how, nigga, I had thousands of DMs and missed calls. Everybody saying, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Then he said, this is something I did back in 10 years ago, old me type of stuff. So it's just like, he's basically, to me, what I interpreted as old him succumbs to that peer pressure and says, oh, we got to respond to this in some bars. And he went back to his old self. In reality, his newer self that he's in now, he doesn't really want to entertain that type of stuff. So I think that's all it was. He slipped up, succumbed to the peer pressure. All this, everybody saying you have to respond, you have to do something. Drake was already doing what he was doing in response. So it's just like, what are you going to do? You already had your album coming out. So it's just like, if it ain't on this album, come on now. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, he slipped up and did something that he would not have really wanted to do.
I'm sitting there, I'm looking at it
up,
like,
and I respect that more.
If you don't, I'm cool with him making up with you. I ain't got no problem with that. That's cool. But don't, it's like, if Pat punched you in the face, and then I punch Pat back in the face, and that makes it even now. That's even. That's cool. Even Steven. But if I sit there and we go, hey, yo, Pat, after I punch you in the face, we cool. We're done. If Pat like, okay, I'm cool, I'm done. That's where we leave it at. But if Pat wants to punch you back in the face, it is what it is. That's where it's gonna land. So when you sitting there, J. Cole, Kendrick sends a shot at Cole. Cole says all his albums were trash and whatever, like exactly what he wants to say. I didn't want to say verbatim.
Yeah.
But if Kendrick decides to want to respond back to that statement, I'm not gonna be mad at Kendrick.
You can't be mad at Kendrick.
No.
I'm not going to be mad at that either.
And literally, that's what J. Cole said too. He said, "You want to do it? Take another shot and take it to the chin."
He said, "I got my chin."
Because at the end of the day, he manned up and said, "I did do this."
He
did
said,
put it out there. And I don't think he will delete it because at the end of the day, he did put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Because I was making a joke earlier about, oh, it's still up there. And I think it probably is because he's saying, I can't.
I feel like right now it's only between I don't think it was a real beef. It was like a back and forth. That is what it is. It's not full on beef. But I want to see what Drake says. What Drake does.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. That Drake and Metro different.
That's different. That could be possible actual beef.
Yeah, that's beef.
When it comes to Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole, that's not beef. That's literally just three people at the top competing. That's competition.
That's Kobe, MJ,
and that's just
LeBron.
Kendrick said, me personally, that's not beef worthy to me. I don't have beef with you because you said you're better than me. That's just you being confident in yourself. I'm not going to be like, I got beef with you now. That's not beef worthy. But Metro and Drake, now we got things involved. We got other outliers possibly, whatever.
Future.
I'm gonna say this though, Mel. Apparently, because in Kendrick's shit, he had a bunch of subliminal lines though. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, well, I ain't.
You know what I'm saying? Because don't get me wrong. Like at the end of the, even at the end of the shit, he said, "If it's for all the dogs, my K9's gonna take you to a pet cemetery."
Yeah, that's the part I know.
So even little subliminals like that was to Drake. He has some for he said, if you walk around with that big stick, I'm gonna walk around with that Andre 3K or some shit like that, or 4K. That was to J. Cole, and that was to one of his shits. And they know what it is. They know their lyrics, whatever.
Yeah.
But my thing is, to your points, like I'm not taking it. When you say it's just me, like cool, but the subliminal shit, you was dissing me, cool. Like, all right, nigga, you got a bucket.
That's okay with
I'ma
all
come
these
back and get
nines.
a
Be a
bucket
pet
too.
cemetery. He's basically saying, I'm gonna put y'all in the dirt rapping wise. I'm not even thinking violent
That's
when
how
I
I
hear
look
all
at
of
it.
it.
No,
It's just
not
like,
violent, not violent
yeah.
at
So
all.
it's just like I
If
can't
you
think of
take
beef.
bars to violence, because it's just, and that's what I'm saying. When we say beef, rap beef. Now
Yeah, but
Metro
when
and
I'm
Drake
thinking
though,
beef,
that's
I'm like,
different. But no, I just feel like when you take if
Ain't
you take
nobody,
anything that's
ain't nobody really
competitive
trying
to
to see no
violence,
Biggie
you
Tupac shit.
lost.
That's all.
You lost. Like imagine, think about the game. Like think about it when you beating a team ass, and then the team or your team getting their ass whooped, and then y'all niggas just get to fighting and shit. But y'all niggas is only fighting because y'all niggas is losing, bro. You getting your ass beat right now. You're hopeless.
you got
Y'all
you
all
got
arguing each other. You got so
yeah,
much
nah.
emotions going on. You know what I'm saying? So that's a loser's like spirit to me. If you go to fighting, you go to shooting and shit, nigga. That's lame. You lost. Your bars can't handle the problem no more, nigga. And now you trying to do some other shit.
And in this case, are we really going? And I'm gonna be honest with you. Ain't anybody gonna be threatened by Drake's thugs compared to the Kendrick Lamar's thugs? Because I'm just saying,
I
the
don't
nigga.
know, nigga. They blowing up
I don't
Metro
want to get
phone.
into that conversation about their thugs. I don't want to say that, but
But
yeah.
hey, to Cooley's point though, I do want to say this. I think niggas is really got to stop trying Jermaine though, because Cooley said that he didn't want that smoke on them bars. And Kendrick got bars and artistry, bro, but Jermaine got fucking bars too, bro.
Well, I
So
don't know. That's another conversation for another day.
Cole better than? So you saying Cole better than K Dot? Or is that what you're saying?
To me, I listen to Cole over K Dot, but I do think it's only because K Dot doesn't have the same replay value. Somebody
Because I
said
mean,
that, and
I
I
have
thought that
heard
was the
niggas
best
say
way to
put that
explain
King
it.
Kuta on. I have heard niggas say that though.
I no look, Kendrick. I agree with literally what J. Cole said. I think it was the best way to say it. Nigga, your first album, classic, bro. I put that shit on any day, all day, still to this day. That second album, The Killer
Got that job
Mockingbird,
on
that's that
vinyl.
Kunta Kinte shit. You know what I'm saying? I think it was all right. You know what I'm saying? It was very high level. I think I liked it though. It was decent for the time.
He said
But then
your
when they
first
got to
album.
Damn,
He said your first
that
album
shit was
was a classic. Your last album was tragic. Your
no. He
second
said your
album,
second album was tragic. Your last album, he said your second
nah.
album was tragic. They gassed it. Your last album, you was in your prime. That's Damn. He talking about Damn with that
Yeah,
last
and then
album.
your last, he said your last album was trash.
No. He didn't say it was trash. He said it was good.
He said one of them albums put you to sleep. He said the last. I
The
think he said the
second
last
album.
one.
Let me see. Let's just pull it up. Let's just pull it up real quick. You know,
So I say
we can lead
I'm
this.
sure he said the first album was a classic. His last album was trash. His second album, niggas just gassed it, and his third album was in his prime. I mean, I'm just remembering.
He said your first shit was a classic. Yep. You said your last shit was tragic. Yep. Your second shit put niggas to sleep, but they gassed it. Your third shit was massive. That was your prime. Oh wait, so what was his last shit? I don't even remember
The one he
his
dropped
last shit was
last
a
year
Mr.
is like
Morales.
him with
Oh,
the
that wasn't
shawty
Damn?
and the
Peppers.
no,
Oh,
Damn was
damn. Yeah, that shit
2017. The
was
one
tragic.
with
Yeah, word
Humble
for
and
word, bar for bar.
yeah.
What are you talking about?
Hey,
No, what are you talking about?
whatever that last shit was.
His last album was Mr.
The one
Morales.
last year. It was like one last year with like a shoddy twisting his hair or
That's
something
with
like
the
that.
that's with the girl
No,
when he
yeah,
holding
the
the
girl
baby
on the
and shit.
holding the
He
baby.
holding the baby and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, tragic.
That
Yeah.
was trash.
I can't name a
Yeah.
song off of it.
Then
But
the
that's
third
just
Straight in
album,
the trash
his third
can. The
album was
third
Damn,
album, he
which
was in his
was
prime.
prime.
Yeah. I ain't know
Second
that.
was
I
that's
Never
that's
see,
when I
that's
seen
how
him
ass
perform.
that
Yeah.
last album was, and that's what I'm saying about the replay value. Don't get me wrong. He got bars, but the replay value and the artistry and the song itself, nigga, I didn't even know you dropped the fucking album. I'm thinking about Damn, because that's the last thing I can replay from you.
No, his last album was. I guess a lot of people gonna call it trash, but that last album was more storytelling. It was a whole lot of fights.
It was a good album.
Yeah.
But it was like
It was a great album.
It's okay.
How
I
many
want it.
times you
Storytelling.
replaying it?
It's like,
okay to do
how many times you
storytelling.
want to watch a movie? How many times you want to
But
hear a
when
story?
you-
You know what I'm saying? If you don't
But
want to
when
hear
you
the
do
story, then
storytelling on an
movie
album,
type shit.
you have to understand you cannot do that many fucking songs on storytelling when it comes to an album like that. He flooded you.
Well.
What?
His first album was similar to it in a sense, but he did the story differently. He broke it up a little bit. There was some stories in there. But that was also it was also do a lot of
more
skits as well. So and also it's also about the story too, depending on the story.
I feel like this last album really helps him with his concerts more than anything. It's more of a concert. Like it's set up more for his concert than it is for you to sit there and listen to in your car. If it makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. I remember trying to listen to it in the car, and I was just like, "This ain't it."
Yeah, because like if you go to his concert and you see his performances, that album kind of like plays out throughout the whole entire concert, but he's still playing old songs. He's playing songs from Damn. He's playing songs from Pimp Above.
That's how I felt about J. Cole coming around the second or third album. I was just like, I don't know if I can listen to this in the car. You know, that's certain. Looking at the top three. No, after Forest Hills, everything after Forest Hills, I couldn't listen to in the car. Me personally.
Yeah. I
know.
So out of the top three, Drake is the only one that I can listen to in the car right now. And that's another thing that's another topic about how Drake is still able to like make car music.
But out of bars,
look at it, all three of them are best.
Oh yeah, bars. It's them two. Bars is between them two. But car music, shit, Drake got it. Shit.
That's what I was just.
Drake might even have gym music.
Because if you sit there and you look at it, really, radio play, radio value. You look, that's Drake's domain. Concerts, that's Kendrick's domain. In the album, you're looking at J. Cole. That's just how, like, bar for bars, that's J. Cole. All three of them are all breaking down in that way. You're going to listen to Drake in the radio because this shit is good to listen to in the car. Kendrick, you have to see him perform because he's a great performer. Cole, if you listen to bars, Cole's going to give you bars. Kendrick could do that, but Cole is better at bars. That's just.
I think they all can kind of do similar shit, kind of like to what you're saying, because Drake can perform, but he doesn't perform like Kendrick. To the point of Kendrick can have a radio banger, but he's not gonna have radio bangers like Drake.
All the time.
J. Cole gonna have a radio banger, but he also can. What'd you say Drake can do? Drake, the radio banger. Yeah, J. Cole gonna have it, but Drake can. Sometimes he gonna have them bars. But he don't have bars like these two.
Like
you know what I mean?
When you look at those three categories, when you look at the three categories of radio, performing, like concert performing, and bars, they all have different like rankings of it.
They're all have one in each category.
Yeah, one in all. They're all like the rankings gonna switch around. There's no one person where it's like Drake he has bars.
I think the radio count as the club too, because Drake for sure in the club. J. Cole and Kendrick is not in the club.
Not in the club at all.
I do not want to see nobody shaking ass.
Drake is in the club. Drake is in the club. Drake is in the car. Drake is in the gym. Drake is in the restaurant. Drake is in the shopping mall.
Yeah. Drake is
for everybody. They could give you one of those songs every now and then to put on in the shopping store. You know what I'm saying?
Drake had that hot
like you done heard swimming pools in the shoe store or something like that. Drake is
swimming pools in a shoe store.
If you look at outside the house, Drake is outside the house.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're looking at all three of them, Drake is the most likely going to get a Super Bowl performance, and I mean like full on, like solo, not like Kendrick where he's a feature with Dr. Dre. I'm talking about if you look at all three of them, who can headline the Super Bowl? Drake gonna be that.
Yeah, he's also had.
I can see Kendrick getting one though before J. Cole.
Drake's first hit was 2009.
It'll probably go Drake, K-Dot, then J. Cole.
Yeah.
Drake's first hit was 2009. Kendrick and J. Cole, their first hit was like 2012, around that same time. Around the time we started high school is when they both started making hits.
It's about how many hits you can have in a
just 3 years. But that's a huge thing. 3 years
if you look at it, Drake literally has like 2 or 3 hits every year.
3 years ago, Drake
been doing this shit for
there
a
was a
long
certain
time.
rapper that was at the top. You know what I'm saying?
Drake got it. But Drake
you can name that's he not there no more.
I don't know. Is there a moment when J. Cole is the top guy in rap? And we're talking about like
because of how we just broke down how all of them are so different.
Yeah,
we can't.
I don't think
this
lyricism.
I
don't think it's ever gonna take the top.
This is a new LeBron and Jordan debate where no matter how far we go to it, it's still at the same day. It all will boil down to you can't do it because they played different eras. Yeah, Kobe. Okay, I like that.
Been the top guy. It's always been somebody he had to share with. It's been
Cole at the top right now. Y'all shitting on Cole. Why are y'all shitting on this man like
Cole is at the top.
Bro, Cole. I feel like Cole for sure has been
at the top for you.
When back in no, not for me, nigga, because I don't even jam him at that extent. But back when right before, what's that shit with 21 Savage and shit around that time? After KOD, because KOD was okay, like that shit was smooth. But when he started doing features, because remember for a while he wasn't doing no features, and then he started doing features and shit,
that didn't
and
help
that's
either.
when his run took off.
Drake is
Like,
gonna give
I
you
feel
a
like
feature.
as soon as he did that shit with Moneybag, he did the shit with 21, he did the shit with Future, he started doing just different features. He got on
He's
Black
gotten back in the public eye.
took off.
He's
You
gotten
feel
back
me?
into the public eye.
And I think he's it's his time right now compared to I think we're cool with Drake. Like I feel like
and
it's
I
like
think
we know Drake gonna be here.
remember the time when Drake, everyone was calling Drake a culture vulture. At the end of the day, while he was doing that, he was growing his audience and growing his brand. Yeah. So that's why he's in the grocery store. A lot
of niggas ain't gonna like
the gym, he's in all that. But at the end of the day,
a lot of niggas ain't gonna like that.
He got
to this day, I still be saying this nigga Drake got like 60 accents. Like you can hear a song and be like, "What the fuck? Did this nigga just go Jamaican and go Canadian?"
Hey, be honest with it, he's the smartest, but he's the smartest one because that's how you stay on top. That's exactly how you stay on top. You expand your fan base. If you sit here and have your fan base be like, he's the best rapper, but no one gives a fuck, it's like, okay, he could be the best rapper, but ain't nobody listening to that shit except for y'all. I will always pick my music be listened to by 5 million random people than 1,000 people that fuck with me that knows me. I'd rather have the 5 million than the 1,000. To be honest,
give me the money.
Right?
Give me the money.
I say because the 5 will pay more.
Yeah, the 5 million gonna pay more, but the 1,000 gonna give me more respect.
I was about to say if we're not talking money, then I would take the 1,000. But if we talking money, give me the 5 million. Yeah. But if there's no money involved, then I'll take the 1,000 people. I want that.
Nah,
I know
you feeling with the vibes at the Hookah Lounge? Yeah, Drake got that sauce.
Yeah.
Bro, they said Drake was smoking hookah back when Lou Will was in Toronto. Nah, I didn't even know hookah was a thing. I didn't even know that shit even existed.
That's when Drake had caught a customized hookah set up in his crib, and niggas was like, "What is that?" I remember that,
bro. Niggas, you know what I'm saying? But no, I just wanted to ask that question, bro. I mean, just to spin that around, see what y'all were thinking.
It was a good one. It was a good one. Definitely. I saw the video last night of it and I watched the full thing. I was like, oh, interesting. So yeah.
And I also want to say
the statement on Cole was, I'm proud of Cole because I didn't think he was going to respond at all. So I'm proud of him. I'm glad he said something.
That's a fact.
Because he did it.
That's a fact.